Okay, so the SQR strategy, we're working on problem solving with word problems and breaking the question down so we understand it. So we're going to start with just a one-step problem. So what is the SQR strategy? SQR stands for scan. First, you're going to read the whole question, which seems obvious maybe, but a lot of students or people just read the beginning and start working on it before they read the whole thing and understand everything. And also just to get familiar with it. So first we're going to read the whole question. So here we have the question, the problem. Charlie and his father decided to build a treehouse. They went out to a forest to gather some wood. If they already had 10 pieces of wood in the house and they brought 15 pieces of wood each from the forest, how many pieces of wood do they have in total? Okay, I read it. So I got a general idea of what the question's about. Now my strategy is this. Q means find the question. What is being asked? Use one color. So I'm going to show you on your document, you can highlight just enough words so that you can understand the question. Now the problem is sometimes the question, well actually starting with where is the question, it's almost always at the end. And what you want to look for is a question mark. So where's the question mark? Oh, there it is, right? So this is the question. Now the problem is a lot of times this is way too much information. This is a whole bunch of information with a question at the end. So you don't want the whole sentence. You just want the question. So the question, how many pieces of wood do they have in total is the question. The rest of it you don't need. So to highlight, this is a letter. This is a highlighter. Use a lighter color. I'm going to use blue for this one. If you use darker colors, obviously you're going to have trouble reading the information. How many pieces of wood do they have in total? So look for words like in total. That means I'm going to have to add, right? Now your next part is reread it. So that's the R. Scan, question, reread. Highlight numbers and keywords in another color. So just look for numbers. Oh, there's a number. Now you've got to be careful because sometimes it might be written as a word, but if the number's there, it's easy to see, right? So if I'm going to highlight, I'm going to highlight 10. Well, that doesn't tell me anything, right? 10 what? 10 pieces? Pieces of wood. Okay. But what about that? That's not telling me really enough information. So read the whole sentence. If they already had 10 pieces of wood in the house. Oh, I probably need they already had 10 pieces of wood. Not probably, I do, right? And then I'm going to highlight all the numbers in the same color. I'm going to pick yellow. Oh, there's another number. If I go 15, doesn't tell me much. 15 pieces of wood. It doesn't really tell me much. Let's read the thing. And they brought 15 pieces of wood each from the forest. Each, that's very important. That means, let's highlight this. They brought 15 pieces of wood each, not 15 pieces of wood. See, that's when people stop reading. They go, okay, I'm done, right? Each, that means Charlie got 15 and his father got 15, right? So we're going to go back up and highlight this. Click. All right, what's our next step? Write what you will do. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to add because it says in total, right? So I will add, right? And then you can just put what you're going to add. So we got 10 pieces of wood plus 15 each. So that's 15 for Charlie and 15 for his father, right? You can do this one of two ways. I find it easier to add 15 and 15 and then add 10 on, right? So I'm going to go 15, well, because I know that's 30. But you could add 10 plus 15 is 25 and then add 15 on. You can do it that way too. Okay, so yeah, thanks. Equals 30. 30 plus 10 equals 40. Done.